Welcome to Soccer Spender. It was a warm, buzzing night in Singapore where 20,000 fans filled the national stadium, ready to witness what many thought would be just another pre-season friendly. But Arsenal vs Newcastle turned out to be anything but ordinary. It was a 5-goal thriller packed with drama, emerging talent, and one unforgettable moment from a 15-year-old who stole the show in the hearts of fans all over the world. The game kicked off with intensity right from the start. Newcastle, wearing their bold black and white stripes, came out pressing and aggressive. Within just 6 minutes, they got their reward. A move orchestrated by Sandro Tonali down the right caught Arsenal off guard. He sent in a low cross that found Anthony Elanga. The Swedish winger took his chance, and though the strike wasn't perfect, it deflected off the post and trickled into the back of the net. 1-0 Newcastle. The crowd gasped. Arsenal's defense looked stunned. David Raya in goal seemed shaky, unable to command his area, and the Magpies were off to a dream start. But Arsenal responded with character. Around the half-hour mark, Mikel Merino, facing his former side, pounced on a mistake from Joe Willock near the edge of the box. He dribbled past 1-2 defenders and calmly slotted the ball low into the bottom corner past Nick Pope. It was 1-1 and momentum had swung. The Gunners didn't wait long to double down. A wicked cross from Kai Havertz came in just 3 minutes later, and in the chaos, Newcastle's own Alex Murphy misjudged his positioning. Trying to clear it, he instead poked the ball past his own goalkeeper. Suddenly it was 2-1 for Arsenal, and they looked firmly in control going into half-time. As the second half began, Newcastle made their intentions clear. They weren't just going to roll over. Jacob Murphy found a pocket of space just outside the box in the 58th minute. With little backlift, he unleashed a fierce drive that flew past Raya into the net. It was 2-2, and Arsenal's defensive issues resurfaced. Raya continued to struggle with ball control and communication, raising concerns among fans and analysts alike. But just when it looked like Newcastle might take over, something magical happened. Mikel Arteta made a surprising substitution at half-time, bringing on 15-year-old Max Dowman for Bukayo Saka. Most fans didn't know what to expect. But within minutes, it was clear this kid wasn't just filling in. He was out to make his mark. Every touch from Dowman had purpose. He ran at defenders without fear. He drew fouls. He shot with confidence. And in the 84th minute, he did something extraordinary. Darting past Joelinton into the box, Dowman was pulled down. Penalty. The crowd roared. Arsenal's young prodigy had created a moment of brilliance that would change the match. Martin Ødegaard stepped up, ice cold as ever. The captain didn't flinch. He sent the keeper the wrong way and calmly placed the ball into the net. 3-2 Arsenal. The bench erupted, but it was Dowman who the players ran to. His fearless play had earned Arsenal the win. It was the stuff dreams are made of. A 15-year-old becoming the hero in front of tens of thousands in a foreign stadium. As the final whistle blew, the story wasn't just about a pre-season win. It was about a star being born. Dowman didn't just impress. He mesmerized. His performance included multiple successful dribbles, sharp passing, shots on target, and the match-winning penalty won under pressure. He was also the most fouled player on the pitch. Commentators compared him to Lamine Yamal, even Lionel Messi. Arsenal fans instantly started whispering about another Hale End wonderkid ready to take over world football. Mikel Arteta praised him heavily after the game, saying that what Max Dowman showed tonight is something truly rare. The manager credited not just Dowman's raw talent but also his maturity, confidence, and the environment Arsenal has built around the young talents. Fans on social media couldn't stop talking. Clips of Dowman's moves went viral within hours. Fans called him a generational talent. Some said it felt like watching a young Jack Wilshere again, only with even more flair and composure. Beyond Dowman, there were other key takeaways. Martin Zubimendi and Mikel Merino looked like a midfield partnership made in football heaven. Their Spanish chemistry added fluidity to Arsenal's play. Bukayo Saka had a near-spectacular goal with a bicycle kick that was denied by Pope. Kai Havertz continued to shine in his versatile role, and Viktor Gyökeres, Arsenal's newest €63 million signing, was unveiled just before kick-off to huge applause, wearing his trademark face mask and posing with fans. One moment of concern came with Riccardo Calafiori, who walked off in the second half with what looked like a muscle strain. Arsenal's medical staff will be monitoring him closely, especially with bigger fixtures coming up. But the night belonged to the youngsters. Arteta's bench had fresh energy. Players like Reuel Walters and Ethan Nwaneri supported the momentum late in the game, keeping Newcastle at bay. On Newcastle's end, Eddie Howe also had positives. Elanga looked sharp. Jacob Murphy showed he still has a lot to offer, but there will be concerns about Alex Murphy's own goal and defensive gaps that Arsenal exploited. Nick Pope had a decent outing but couldn't keep out all 3 goals. The Magpies will head into their next game against a K-League All-Star side hoping for better defensive organisation and more control in midfield. As for Arsenal, their next game will be a derby clash against Tottenham in Hong Kong, followed by the Emirates Cup featuring Villarreal and Athletic Club. But all eyes, all headlines, and all conversations right now revolve around Max Dowman. This wasn't just a breakout game. This was a statement. A 15-year-old stepping onto a global stage, in a pressure-filled match, and delivering when it mattered most. It's moments like these that define the magic of football. When a teenager can walk into a match alongside seasoned internationals and not just hold his own, but shine brighter than anyone else. When he can shift the narrative of a pre-season tour and ignite hope in the hearts of millions of fans. Dowman didn't just win a penalty. He won Arsenal a match. He won our attention. And maybe, just maybe, he's won a future spot in Arteta's plans for the upcoming season. So for all the talk about signings and tactics and transfers, sometimes football reminds us why we fell in love with the game in the first place. Because once in a while, a kid steps onto a big stage with nothing but talent and dreams, and lights it up. Max Dowman did just that. And this, folks, is only the beginning.